how am I going to dedicate my stuff to you when these are the things that people literally specifically follow me for? He's like, just dedicate everything to me. With God, everything will prosper. At some point, it got to.
Aye. What? Look. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none.
What's up, guys? It's your girl NiniMarie, back here again with another video. Here to sing you soft-spoken vibes. I was asking the Lord, what should I share? And he gave me the idea of sharing how to basically dedicate just your platforms. And I wanted to give you guys a backstory. I go by NiniMarie. I'm a Christian artist. I didn't start off that way. I have 19.4K on TikTok. Before my platform got dedicated to God, I was just like everybody else in the world. I went viral for just the different colors I would dye my hair, and just the looks, and just all the secular audios that I used to use, just like everybody else did for the trend. I believe March of 2024, I had an attempt on my life, and I was actually pretty scared because I thought I actually did something. I was sitting in the ER, I'm like, God, I don't want to feel this pain ever again. Like, if you allow me to live from this day, I will glorify your name. Like, it's gonna be hard. Don't trust me to be perfect. And I was telling God this in the ER, literally in my head, and whispering it because so nobody heard me. I'm like, if you allow me to live from this attempt, I won't do it again. Listen, like, this is more than enough pain. I heard the Lord tell me, I want you to dedicate all your platforms to me. So I'm sitting here like, how am I going to make a switch from the music that I've been making to Christian music? Like, I see all these other Christian artists, like, I sound nothing compared to them. Like, I sound like a SoundCloud artist. I don't have anybody to mix my stuff. I don't know how to mix. I don't know how to do any of that. And as for my TikTok and my YouTube, these things are just things that I post. Like, how am I going to dedicate my stuff to you when these are the things that people literally specifically follow me for? He's like, just dedicate everything to me. From that day forward, I began dedicating my platforms to him. That's where you see the videos where, you know, I actually got a dream from the Lord. And actually, this was like maybe 2 years prior. Then I fell off. Then I got back on with my faith. And then I fell off. Then I got back on because I was in a horrible relationship. And let me tell you guys, when I dedicated my platform to Christ, it wasn't easy. It actually took me maybe about 3 months to become comfortable with it, to become, you know, fine with it. And yeah, I lost followers because they're like, this is not what I follow you for, and I'm gonna unfollow you, as if like that affects me. Like, okay, here's what I did to dedicate my platforms to Christ. I started over my Instagram. Actually this year, even though all my Christian music was on my main account, which became my husband and my account, I switched it to a platform on a different Instagram where I can, you know, preach the word. On top of that, share, you know, the gospel. This is what people know me for on that account now. Nothing else. They know me for this. If you're afraid of just making the switch and what people will say about you, understand that a lot of people had a lot to say about Jesus Christ. So what does it matter that these people say? God has the biggest weight when it comes to judging us. This wasn't too hard for me, but getting away from secular music, secular things, because when you indulge in secular things, it tends to make you want to stay in it. Even listening to that stuff and having that stuff just in the gateways of my soul always just made me want to be a secular person. So I got rid of the music, started changing my the music that I listened to. On top of that, the music that I made. Ever since I became a Christian artist and my life revolves around the worship that I put in my music, I don't even listen to music, to be honest, besides my own and when I'm mixing it and all that. And here and there, you'll catch me listening to other Christian artists. Another thing that I did, which was really hard, was let go of the image that other people had of me and start reminding myself of the image that God has of me. That was a huge one, because I'd be like, but God, they know me as this, they see me as this is who I am. And God will be like, no, this is not who you are, and would always turn me to like the Bible verses about like beauty and everything and what true beauty is. There were times when I would get up in the middle of the night, literally at like 3 something a.m., and just pray to the Lord for like 2 hours. And yes, mind you, I had 2 kids, 2 toddlers, and you know, that's the type of energy I was working on. God may tell you to start over, God may not, and he may tell you to keep building onto the stuff that you have, just take down certain things. Sometimes, you know, there were certain platforms that I decided to start over on, which was Instagram, Facebook for sure. People know me on Facebook for, you know, my husband and wife content, but also because I'm a Christian artist. Even if the Lord doesn't tell you to start over and he says, no, just do it right here, you got the audience, and these people know you. You know, sometimes people they know you and they may look at your life or may look at like what you're putting out, and they may change from that. They may experience that change through you. And you never know what you're doing on the other side of the screen. Yeah, you might have people looking at you like, oh, I liked her before, I'm still gonna follow her to keep up and see if this actually goes somewhere. Or you may have people who be like, wow, I'm so happy that this person changed. I think I need to make some changes in my life. And these are people who know you. But along the way, you will also gain those strangers that be like, what's up? I support you. It was at least those 4 to 5 things that helped me to dedicate basically my platforms to Christ. Was letting go of the image, letting go of secular things, starting over. If you make music and you're thinking about making the switch, just make the switch. You know, take down the songs that maybe you don't feel reflect Christ, because that's what I did. Just take them down. I will always bring your audience when he sees that you are fit and ready for it. Yeah, guys, that's all that I had to share. That's basically, you know, my tips for those who want to make the switch to dedicate their platforms to Christ and stuff. And thank you guys for listening to my story, and God bless.